Welcome to Classic Storytime Hub. Tonight, we unravel the chilling tale A Vine on a House by Ambrose Bierce. This version has been carefully reimagined in English, crafted to heighten suspense and deliver a fresh experience, unlike any you've heard before.
3 miles beyond the quiet town of Norton, Missouri, along the road to Maysville, stands a house no soul has claimed for decades. Since 1886, its rooms have remained empty, its silence unbroken. Time and the disdain of neighbors have turned it into a ruin, picturesque to the eye, yet whispered about with dread. Its windows gape without glass, its doorways yawn without doors. Shingles have fallen away, leaving wounds in the roof, and the siding has faded into a lifeless gray. Still, the decay is masked by a vine of uncanny vigor, sprawling across the walls like a living shroud. No botanist has ever named its species, and yet it seems to pulse with a secret purpose. This was once the home of the Harding family. Robert, stern and distant, his wife Matilda, gentle but sorrowful, marked by the absence of her left foot. Julia Went, Matilda's sister, whose closeness to Robert stirred uneasy gossip, and 2 small children. Robert, frugal and industrious, kept to himself, but his cold manner and frequent company with Julia made him an object of suspicion in the rigid moral climate of rural Missouri. In 1884, Matilda was said to have gone to visit her mother in Iowa. That was Robert's explanation, delivered without warmth, and no one pressed further. She never returned. 2 years later, Robert, Julia, and the children vanished as well, without selling the farm, without taking their belongings, without a word of farewell. The land grew wild, the house fell silent, and the vine claimed it whole. From then on, the neighbors spoke of it only as a haunted place. One sweltering summer evening, years after the Harding house had been abandoned, Reverend J. Gruber of Norton and Attorney Hyatt of Maysville met by chance at the edge of the property. They tethered their horses and settled on the porch. Their conversation drifted from idle business matters to idle jokes about the house's sinister reputation. The air was heavy, unmoving as twilight pressed down upon them. Then, without warning, the vine that smothered the front of the house came alive. Its branches quivered, its leaves rattled violently, as though seized by an invisible storm. Hyatt muttered about approaching weather, but Gruber's sharp gaze caught the stillness of the surrounding trees, every branch frozen, every silhouette motionless against the fading sky. The disturbance belonged to the vine alone. Unease gripped them. They descended the porch steps, staring upward as the plant writhed in unnatural fury. Yet no wind stirred, no hand touched it. "We should go," the minister whispered. And together they fled, forgetting they had come from opposite directions, riding side by side into town. The tale spread among trusted ears, and curiosity drew them back the following night, this time with companions. Again the vine convulsed under their watchful eyes, thrashing from root to tip. Even when they grasped its trunk with all their strength, it refused to be stilled. After an hour of futile struggle, they abandoned the porch once more, no closer to understanding the secret that bound the house and its vine. It did not take long for whispers to spread. Soon, day and night, curious crowds gathered at the Harding house, hoping to witness the strange phenomenon for themselves. None claimed to see more than the vine's agitation, yet the testimony of respected witnesses left little room for doubt. Then came a suggestion. No one could later recall who first spoke it, that the vine should be torn from the earth. After much debate, the ground was opened, and what they found was more unsettling than any storm. The root plunged straight down for several feet before splitting into a tangled web of fibers. Freed from the soil, the network revealed a grotesque shape, a human figure unmistakable in outline. Head, torso, arms, legs, even fingers and toes were etched in living wood. Some swore the twisted strands and the rounded mass of the head resembled a face, distorted and mocking. Yet the figure was incomplete. One leg ended abruptly, curling back upon itself. The form lacked a left foot. The implication was clear, though none dared speak it aloud. In the chaos of speculation, the county sheriff intervened, ordering the root returned to the earth and the pit filled once more. Later inquiries revealed a chilling truth. Matilda Harding had never gone to Iowa, as her husband claimed. Her family had received no word, no visit, no trace. Of Robert Harding, Julia, and the children, nothing was ever known again. The house still stands, cloaked in its vine, its reputation as dark as ever. And though the plant now sways gently in the summer breeze, one cannot sit beneath it without wondering whose secret it keeps.
And thus the story ended. If you liked this journey into the worlds of classic literature, do not forget to support us by subscribing so we can tell you more. And hey, if there's a classic tale you'd love to hear told in this suspenseful style, drop its name in the comments below. Your suggestion might be our next chilling adventure.